here's my 5 tips when you have employees at war and how to resolve the conflicts. Number 1, always be proactive when an issue comes up straight away. Number 2, have mediation between the employees involved. 3, if number 2 doesn't work, then we have the grievance procedure to follow. 4, if 2 and 3 don't work, then we can explore possibilities of putting them in different areas of the business. 5, if 2, 3, 4 hasn't worked, then consult with a HR professional. So let's explore these in more detail. Number 1, always be proactive. So what I mean by this is that if you let conflicts fester and fester throughout the months, or think, oh, I'll deal with that later, and later never comes round to it, as we always know, tomorrow never does. Once you first hear about conflict or arguments going on between team members within the office, it is best to get them talking straight away, or finding out what the problem is so we can put the solution in that's more right for the situation. Otherwise, if it's festered and at boiling point, you're going to have employees shouting at each other and maybe even leaving the company. 2, so how do we get employees talking and get that conflict out of the way? So have mediation. Sit the employees down in a room with yourself, or someone that can help mediate, who's maybe an external person that don't know the people to be biased against, and get them talking and airing what their problems are, so then we can then put the right solutions in place. 3, the grievance procedure. So if number 2, the mediation doesn't work, and it may not work mediation because they've gone so far down the line, or there's just too much hate between them, and if you need to, there's always a grievance procedure that either one can put into each other, and that's a process that can be followed to find out from witnesses and as well, and do investigations into why somebody doesn't like somebody. So we all want everybody to be happy, but sometimes it doesn't work. 4, so if all else fails with 2 and 3, if you have a big enough business, you could try and separate them because you put them on different shifts. However, if you don't have, and it's just a smaller business that you have, then that's where you go on to number 5, to consult with a HR professional to see how they can help support you rather than lose your staff member. Consulting with a HR specialist once you've exhausted all the other 4 avenues is important for you, because the employees then get to talk to somebody differently, so they might feel that you may have been biased towards the other person or vice versa. So a HR professional can come in as clear view and know expectations of who the employees are and what they're like, and they can have that more unbiased approach. But they're my 5 tips on managing conflict in the workplace. If you've exhausted all those 5 tips and it's still not working with you, please feel free to get in touch.